Once, long ago, dogs roamed free in the wild. They lived like wolves, wandering the forests, searching for food, and facing dangers alone. But one little dog was tired of this life. He felt lonely, always searching, always afraid. He longed for something more, someone to protect him, to guide him, to belong to. And so, his journey began. Determined to find a strong master, the little dog walked through the forest. He soon met a mighty wolf, standing tall and fierce on the woodland path. The dog's heart pounded with excitement. Surely, this is the strongest creature in the forest, he thought. Gathering his courage, he stepped forward and asked, "Will you be my master?" The dog had thought the wolf was the strongest. But suddenly, the wolf's ears twitched, his eyes filled with fear, and without a word, he ran, disappearing into the forest. The little dog stood still, confused. And then, he saw it, a mighty brown bear emerging from the shadows, towering over the trees, its deep growl filling the air. The dog understood there was someone even stronger. The little dog no longer felt alone. Beside him walked a mighty bear, strong and fearless. The bear looked down at the dog and grinned, as if to say, "You have chosen well." Together, they strode through the golden forest, heading toward a herd of cows grazing peacefully in the distance. The dog's heart swelled with pride. He had found a master greater than the wolf. He was safe now, or so he thought. The bear had seemed invincible, strong, and fearless. But then, he stopped. His breath hitched. His eyes filled with fear. "The lion," he whispered. The little dog turned his head and saw him, perched atop a rocky hill, his golden mane flowing in the wind. The king of the beasts let out a mighty roar. Below, the cows fled in terror. The bear took a step back. Then another. And then, he ran. The dog, once again, was left behind. Was there someone even stronger? The dog had followed many, but none were as mighty as the lion. As they walked together across the golden plains, the dog felt something new: security, pride, belonging. The lion, with his powerful strides and piercing gaze, ruled over all. No beast dared to challenge him. The little dog was certain, at last, he had found the strongest master in the world. The lion, the ruler of the wild, had never feared anyone. But now, he stopped. His muscles tensed. His eyes darted toward the horizon. Then, with a thunderous roar, he struck the ground, his claws digging into the earth. The little dog flinched. "What is it, master?" he asked. But the lion only whispered, "A man is coming." And for the first time, the mighty lion stepped back. The lion had ruled the forest. But now, he stood frozen, stepping back in fear. The little dog turned, watching as a man walked toward them, calm, steady, unshaken. The dog's heart knew. This was the master he had been searching for. With a happy wag of his tail, he left the lion behind and trotted toward the man, who smiled and reached out his hand. The dog had found his place at last. The little dog had searched far and wide, following the strongest creatures of the forest. But true strength was not in size, nor in fearsome roars. It was in kindness, in warmth, in belonging. As he sat beside his master, feeling the gentle touch of his hand, the dog knew he had found his place. From that day on, he would never be alone again. Man and dog, together, forever. The little dog had walked many paths, followed many masters. But now, he had found the one who truly cared for him. As he lay at his master's feet, the warmth of belonging wrapped around him like a gentle embrace. The man sipped his tea, watching the sun fade beyond the village. Life was peaceful. The little dog had no more fears, no more searching. He was home. And from that day on, dogs became man's most loyal companions, living not in the wild, but in the hearts of those who love them.